So, good afternoon, everybody. This is your girl CeleXy here, artist extraordinaire and now author of her very first book, my very first book, Heaven's Mind, a trilogy. This is the first testament of three testaments. Expect to have the second testament out sometime this winter and followed up by the third one by spring. So I'm hoping that you will all run out and get your copy of Heaven's Mind, a trilogy. It is currently available online via createspace.com. The book number is 6601591. Again, that's createspace.com. Book number 6601591. Please go out and get your very own copy of this book. Also, if you are technologically savvy and prefer an electronic version of this book, it is available on Kindle for download. Again, a third opportunity for you to lay your hands on this book is November 19th at Deep Soul Saturday at Bar 79. The doors open at 7 p.m., followed by live music at 8 p.m. by yours truly, CeleXy, and the Deep Soul Band. Got a wonderful group of musicians that are going to be playing with me, and also got some vocal stylings from Mr. James Briscoe, along with the rest of the Deep Soul Band. So we're really looking forward to you coming out and sharing with us. Here's some live music, and also get your very own autograph copy of Heaven's Mind. Today, what I'd like to do is just share a little bit of the preface with you, just to kind of give you a little insight as to why this book was written, or the purpose of this book and the books that will follow. And I read beginning on page 6, which is the preface. In an attempt to shine light on specific issues prevalent in families all over the world, this book series is written to give voice to the victim. The series will highlight how a history of abuse or neglect, which occurs early in a child's life, impacts their lifelong spiritual, emotional, and physical health and growth. The writings will further illustrate how practically each and every choice made throughout an affected child's life is directly or indirectly related to being a victim of some sort of abuse or neglect. While many children are lost through death or severe mental illness, which in my opinion is a death of the spirit, because of being victimized, this story does take on a completely different perspective. Heaven's Mind focuses upon the ability of the inner spirit to rise up and become victorious over perceived negative and disastrous circumstances. Heaven's Mind is based upon the life of a girl named Heaven, who happens to have quite a vivid imagination, a gift which will be well illustrated throughout the series. The story begins with Heaven as the youngest and most inquisitive member of a Detroit family. Set in the late 1960s, the story begins with the birth of Heaven and follows her throughout her middle and high school years. Initially, the book is a little bit religious in its undertones, but Heaven's Mind does transform into tones of moderate sexual content, sometimes a little explicit. Relational and family dysfunction common to many households are amplified, personified, and then demonized. Incestuous, molestation, and consensual sex scenes are expressed straightforwardly, as well as the revelation of many startling family secrets, which are openly discussed. The reader will most definitely catch a glimpse of themselves or someone that they know in the characters and the situations in this book. The book is nearly too graphic to write about, but it sheds light on many social issues, religious, cultural, and sexual enigmas plaguing many families in the world today. So as the story concludes, at least the first testament, the reader is left to imagine, based on the circumstances that lead up to the final setting, what has happened and to whom it has happened, and then obviously what can be revealed or will be revealed in the second and third testaments. So I think this is a very exciting read, sometimes a little challenging in the very beginning, but then it becomes a little entertaining. And again, it becomes very relatable, I believe, as you begin to read through the book. So on that note, I'll say to you, hold on to your wigs and your weaves, cover your mouth, and journey into the three-dimensional mind of heaven. In heaven's mind, a trilogy. Namaste.